So I thought to make this video on this topic because lately I've been going through another PMS mental breakdown, and while I was going through it I had multiple realizations regarding manifestation that I want to share with you. And also this whole process that I went through to put myself back on track, because maybe you are going as well through bad days or difficult times while manifesting your desired outcome. And hopefully this can inspire you and make the whole situation pass easier. And I want to also be comforting and something that you can always go back to and listen when in need. The purpose is to make the most use of bad times and flip them into breakthroughs, because there are plenty of lessons to be learned in times like this. Because everything is happening for you to help you achieve your desire, and we need to be smart and know how to navigate in these situations. Okay, so let's start with the one that has been pissing me off the most on top of what I was going through. Yes, we are the creators of our own reality and we are manifesting all the time, but we are also still human and very complex in nature. And yes, we need to take more control of our mind, but we are also allowed to have bad days in case they happen. And this is something that I don't like in the manifestation community, which is also very taboo. Like, God forbid to have a human emotion. Like, how dare you feel sad or angry over the shit you have created? Plus, not to mention that you cannot even feel happy or excited, because that is not the true feeling of already having your desire, which is more neutral. So basically you are not allowed to feel negative emotions, because emotions come from thoughts and you are not allowed to have negative thoughts. And otherwise you suck at manifestation, because you cannot be 24/7 in the wish fulfilled, and there is something wrong with you. Bitch, please. It's enough that you are having a bad day, and sometimes life is really hard, and you are allowed to feel whatever you feel. Like, your emotions are valid, even though you know that you have created it. But why should we, on top of feeling bad, also demonize the fact that we are feeling like shit, and should live with the fear to feel what we are feeling so that it does not ruin our manifestation? So here again, our manifestation is on a pedestal and more important than how we are feeling and just being there for us. Isn't this actually a limiting belief in itself? That if you are not feeling the state of the wish fulfilled 24/7, then your manifestation will not happen anymore? Is this truly embodying the wish fulfilled? If we are afraid to feel a human emotion just so that it does not up our manifestation. To me, it seems like you are not truly believing that you can have what you want if you cannot allow yourself to feel a temporary negative emotion that will get consumed like a short summer storm. Plus, just look around at all your other past desires that have manifested, and if you are feeling sad right now, are they disappearing somewhere? No, they are still there. So if you'd have your desire right now and then something negative happens and then you would be sad over that thing, you would still have your desire. Let's also take this into a more 3D approach. Let's say that there is an upcoming event. Okay, let's put even more importance on it. Let's make it a contest, a cake contest. So you have to make the most delicious and fancy looking cake for this contest, and you want to win, of course. And then you go and buy the ingredients and you start making the cake, and then when it's done you realize that it's not that good. Like, the consistency is not right. Maybe it's too sweet, or the ingredients are not mixed properly. Like, you know that you have created it, and at the same time you are also disappointed that it did not turn out right, and you are allowed to feel sad over this outcome. Like, you know that you have created it, obviously, but at the same time you are also allowed to feel upset over the outcome and all the effort that you have put into it. Like, you are allowed to feel this way. But once the crying is over, then you go and buy new ingredients and start again, because now you know how to make it better. Like, now you know how to correct your past mistakes, and now the cake will turn out amazing and delicious and you will win, period. So this is how I allow myself to go through every mental breakdown, doubts, fears, which are happening almost every PMS now. And I know that I will succeed in getting my manifestation. And I don't take it like I'm feeling like crap, it's done, I'm never gonna get my manifestation now because I'm out of the state. No, I actually really know that I will get what I want because it's already done. So yes, I'm stepping a bit out of the living in the end to take a magnifying glass and look at why the am I feeling like this in this current moment? And yeah, just see what's wrong with me and just be there for me. Because if I am feeling this way, it means that I am thinking something that does not serve me. And I dare to listen to this voice because I know that there is a hidden message in it. Because I trust myself and I know that once I will understand it, I will be able to pivot back on track. I swear, like with every mental breakdown, I come out of it even stronger with even more insights and solutions on what I need to do next and get even closer to my manifestation. Like you were manifesting before unconsciously and you were having bad days and not daydreaming of the wish fulfilled 24/7 and you still manifested what you want. Plus, yeah, I know that it is a fine line. Like when you are going into the dark, the purpose is to look for the light in it. Don't just go in there and stay there forever. It's a different perspective shift. So yeah, bitch, I know that I will get my manifestation. Now just let me go through it and feel everything like a fucking human because it does not faze me. And I know that I am choosing to do this. I am choosing to be sad right now. Maybe this is just me, but I'm the type of person that prefers to suffer than take a painkiller because I just want to know when my pain has healed naturally. For example, when I have muscle soreness, there are certain things that I can do to alleviate the pain, but I just prefer to feel everything so I know when my muscles have completely healed and I can work out again without overloading them. And another thing that I like to let myself feel and go through it is because it eliminates a lot of resistance to what I want and what I don't want. Because I get to consume these negative emotions and let them pass without suppressing them. It's a much healthier and sustainable way because if they still appear, then it means that there is something still unresolved within and you need to heal from the source so that it does not reappear. If you resonate with them, then it means that you still have not changed and it's okay. This is your opportunity to understand better this part of yourself that is basically screaming for your attention. And if I'm still talking about the things that I don't like in the manifestation community, like God forbid to share something that has worked for you because it's not the correct way to manifest. But it has definitely worked. Why is everyone so strict on these manifestation rules and judging others over the way they have manifested something? When manifestation is taking the path of least resistance, which is subjective to everyone. There isn't just one way of doing it, you know? And plus, at the same time, where is the rush when manifesting? You already have your desire. It comes when it comes in the 3D. And if it does not come fast, then it doesn't mean that you suck at manifestation. It just comes when you are not resisting it anymore, and it's also the best time to come for you. Just let things flow and the manifestation unfold. And because we are talking about bad days, I also need to address the exhaustion with manifesting. Because I see a lot of people that are becoming more and more exhausted by manifesting, especially their SP. And I want you to know that it's okay to feel this way. Most say that it's something that you are not doing properly, like maybe doing too many techniques, too much robotic affirming, and on one side that can be the case. But I've noticed that a good part of it is tiring because you are actually changing yourself. And change, of course, is uncomfortable because now you are literally becoming a new person. You have to behave completely differently from how you were operating before, and Yeah, it's tiring. Yes, it's exhausting to always be positive and always flip your thoughts if all your life you have been used with being negative and having anxiety. And especially when you discover law of assumption and that you create your life with your thoughts and then you start working on your self-concept and then you realize how much shit you have to change and reprogram in there. Like, of course, it's overwhelming and you don't even know from where to start anymore. There are a lot of self-limiting beliefs that you have to change, and this takes time and consistent effort, which can become exhausting at some point because you are literally battling with your old self every day. And yeah, you need to be consciously aware all the time of what you're thinking and watch your thoughts like a hawk. And on top of this, it also feels like bulldozing all these parts of yourself that want comfort, that want to feel like a victim, that want to blame others because it is more comfortable. And it is really tough to take accountability over your entire life. Of course, changing yourself is tiring because everything that you have been doing until now unconsciously, you now have to do with constant awareness so that you can program with something different and make this unconscious. So this is also another inspiration for this video due to being tired all the time, and not just because of changing myself all the time, but also because I'm putting a lot of effort in making these videos on top of a 9 to 5, but I also know that I'm choosing to do this because it's my passion. And sometimes I'm just annoyed that I just don't have that much energy to do everything that I want. And yes, it is physical health related, but this also leads to having more negative thoughts than usual for no reason. So then it makes it more challenging to persist on top of it. And yes, I am meditating on manifesting better health and also no more PMS, please. However, sometimes I'm just so tired and I'm like, it. I'm just gonna take a break from everything and just let myself heal naturally. And it's okay to take breaks. And again, where is the rush when manifesting? Like, you are choosing how things will play out in your life, and you are allowed to take things at a slower pace if you want to. Like, you should own your decisions. It's always about taking the path of least resistance, and if sometimes this means just laying in bed and not doing anything, then just do it and own it. This is also another part of the mindset shift from victim to creator, because you can choose how your creation will play out. And also regarding the exhausting techniques, like, you don't have to visualize and imagine 24/7 the feeling of already having your desire unless you want to. Like, you don't need to feel constantly loved in order to attract love. Like, you don't have to play a role of a character in order to be in the state. As I mentioned earlier, the thing is that you need to feel neutral about your desires, because this is how you would feel if you would have them and you don't desire them anymore. That thing is normalized in your life. Just look around at all the things that you are now taking for granted because you are feeling sad, and they are not disappearing anywhere. Just look at all the good things that we need to remind ourselves that we have through a gratitude journal practice, because we have just normalized them. For me, I am also feeling bad when I'm on PMS because I'm so ungrateful to everything that I have. And another thing that can still be exhausting when manifesting is that you just don't understand why some things manifested the way they did and others don't. Or why you still attract the same patterns and you don't know if there is something that you still need to work more on your self-concept, or you just need to persist more. Like, this can also give some headaches. Alright, so we are exhausted, but we also need to address these negative thoughts. Because being sad or upset is not the issue, but what we are doing with them can lead to issues. What is important when you are having these negative moments is to not take everything like, okay, now it's doomed, my manifestation is not gonna happen anymore. Like, no. And even so, it will not have an effect if you don't believe these negative thoughts. And this is the key to realize that they are just thoughts and that they will pass. And you don't have to believe them, but you can observe them. And I know these moments when everything collapses, like one negative thought then leads to another, and so on until your whole self concept is down to the ground. And then you are reliving your old story again, and then you find reasons on why you are not good enough, why things are never working out for you, and so on. But I want you to see them just as thoughts, because the annoying part is that the moment that you start to feel better, then they just disappear. You don't have to believe them even though they feel intense and real. You can recognize them just as a reminiscence of your old self, just as a reminder from where you have started and not as truth from where you are right now. And yes, you can cry them out, you are allowed to feel the pain of it, but rather instead try to observe them and understand them. Like, look for their underlying message and not the negative stuff that they are saying, but rather from where they pop up and what you need to change. See them as pop-up notifications. Like, you don't care of what they are saying in the message of the notification. You just want to open it and read the full message. Let's say that it is a notification from an email newsletter. Like, you don't care about the spammy subject title. You want to open it and read the full content of the newsletter. Who knows, maybe there is also a discount code in there. Or maybe there is a notification from an app and then you want to see if there is an extra action or setting that you need to take. Like turn off something or update, I don't know what setting. Not the title is important, but the change or action that is notifying you to make instead. And this is how you turn these bad days, moments, breakdowns into breakthroughs. Especially when you are like, you know what, enough is enough. Now I'm just gonna triple down on my self-concept, persist in my mental diet. I'm just gonna go all in now. This usually comes after you're tired of being tired and you have consumed the pain of it, and now you have more motivation and inspiration to get back on track. And I know that sometimes you feel just so tired that you don't even feel like affirming anything anymore. Like, you can see what you need to do and what you need to affirm, but you just cannot do it. Like, there is something holding you down, or the emotions are just too intense and overwhelming, and you just cannot suppress them anymore. And this is the moment when you need to go all in your negative thoughts, but not to believe them, but to observe them and find out what is not okay in you and that needs your attention. I see this period as such an opportunity to put down on paper all your doubts, fears, insecurities. It's like purging all this bad stuff from you, and so that you can look at them properly and see what needs to be fixed. Like what beliefs you rather need to change, or on what you need to persist more and focus more instead. And especially when you are manifesting multiple things at the same time, like where you need to integrate multiple beliefs at once. Maybe there are some things that just don't match with each other, meaning that you are not fully decided on. The purpose of this is to gain clarity on what you need to focus and persist more next. And why is this such an opportunity, even though it definitely does not feel like it? It's because now all these negative thoughts are hot and intense, and they're like an open door to the shitty side of your self-concept, and can allow you to see what is not working in there anymore. And I know that while you are going through it, it's very difficult to look for the positive part, but here is the good thing, that you don't have to. Like, you can just let them all out on paper and get back to them once you are feeling better. And I'm telling you that when you will feel better, you will not resonate with most of them. You won't even believe how you were even able to think that about yourself. And this is so cool because this clearly shows that negative thoughts are just negative thoughts, and that's it. And if you still resonate with some of them, then now is the time to just look at them rationally without the feelings and understand from where are they truly coming from. Like what core belief needs reprogramming, and now you will know exactly what you need to work on. and it can help you to get even closer to your manifestation. See how everything is indeed happening for you if you allow it. And if you are afraid to even put your negative thoughts on paper so that they don't manifest through scripting, I know it's ridiculous. But you can just burn the paper in a safe way, or you can just throw them away with the intention that now they are out of your head and you will be focusing on the new you. And yeah, maybe it looks like you took a step back, but now that the storm has calmed down, you realize that you have actually taken 10 steps forward. Because the whole purpose of these bad times is to gain clarity and redecide on what you are manifesting. But this time with even more conviction and feeling it even more as done. Because you are the creator of your reality and you simply cannot choose to be sad and tired all the time. Because it really doesn't make sense when you know how powerful you are. And yes, it is a decision that you need to take because now finally enough is enough and it's time to go all in on what you want. And to just let go of the suffering and drama and finally persist on what you want and on the mental diet and on your new self-concept. I am Annelise and I am passionate about becoming the best version of ourselves and living our dream life because it's already ours. Thank you so much for watching and stay till the end, and I'm sure that you will love this next video as well. Love you. Bye.